It was Erev Shabbos. I was in Eretz Yisrael in my friend's apartment. He wasn't there. And I went to the local supermarket to buy some fish, salty fish. I bought chalas and wine and Coke, some dips, and I was going to enjoy. I wanted a little Shabbos by myself. But then I realized that because I was away all the time, I forgot to ask my friend how to turn off the light on the fridge. So I got into a panic. I want to eat for Shabbos. I can't use the fridge. I had a sefer that I was working on my Bitachon then, Bitach B'Hashem, and that sefer, where I was holding, says that if a Jew is in a situation which you can't prepare something, you can't do anything about it, that means Hashem already prepared it for you. In short, I went to a shul. Someone screamed at me because I was in his seat. He said, "Get out of my seat!" So I moved to a different seat. Because I was in a different seat, somebody invited me for the meal. As we came to his house and opened the front door, he told his wife, "Please prepare a plate and a fork and make a setting for our guest." His wife said, It's already prepared. It's already prepared. Because her son came home from camp and she assumed he's going to bring a friend. Now, it's Erev Pesach, 2025. And Jack calls up the Rav. He says, "Rav," Jack calls me up and says, "Rabbi, I did not prepare for Pesach. I wasn't able to. What should I do? I have a mitzvah tonight. There's a mitzvah, a commandment. I have to tell my children the story of Yetzias Mitzrayim, of going out of Mitzrayim, and I didn't prepare. What should I do?" So the rabbi said, "Jack, I have a secret. Don't tell nobody. Off the record, I'm also not ready." "Rabbi, you're not ready? You didn't learn anything?" "Listen, Jack, I read the books. I know all the information, but I'm not prepared." "What do you mean, Rabbi?" You see, just like by me, that Shabbos experience, that Friday night meal, whatever I would do, I would not be able to attain it on my own. Hashem gave me a gift. He gave me a beautiful meal by a beautiful family in Israel. What we experience Pesach every single year is something we don't have the contact information. There's no way to get it. So therefore, of course, if a person's able to read the Haggadah, get inspirational messages to stay over. But inspiration is very beautiful. That's not the goal. The goal is to leave Mitzrayim. And the only way to leave Mitzrayim is if Hashem himself reveals himself. Because if there's a shaliach, if there's a malach, it's not going to take you out of it. You're going to believe in the zodiac sign, you'll believe in the malach. We need to get out of any limitations. Even a limitation to Kedusha. I have to connect to Hashem himself. Melech, Malchi, Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Ga'alam. The only way you could do it is if you sit by the Seder, you say Kaddish, say Orchatz, and all of a sudden, you're going to have the words are going to come to you of how to inspire your son and your daughter, what to say to him. And you're going to speak about not the chitzonis, the external things that Hashem does. Of course, He took us out of Mitzrayim. But you're going to speak about Yetzias Mitzrayim, going out of nature, going out of Teva. And how's that? The way I started this little class with a story, a Hasidic story, a Jewish story, a Hasidic story, inspires and ignites a soul. And even if we're stuck like a carriage, a wagon that's stuck in the mud, cannot get out of the mud of nature, and I'm so convinced that nature is my only solution, this Pesach, not only you're going to go out of Mitzrayim, you're going to inspire your children to go out of Mitzrayim. And that only can happen by the Seder when Hashem reveals himself. Wonderful day.